Hey, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to the Full Trainer Access live stream every Saturday at 2 p.m. Hope you guys are having a good day. It's Easter tomorrow. Today, we're going to be talking all about protein, the ultimate muscle builder. And the beautiful part about protein is out of the three macronutrients, we've got carbs, proteins, and fats. Protein and carbs are on the lower end for calories per gram. Carbs and protein have 4 calories per gram. Fats have 9 calories per gram. So as far as same volume of food goes, if you have same amount of food on one plate of protein and one food of fat, you're going to be eating less calories. So protein will keep you full longer, keep you more satiated for the same amount of volume of food. Another benefit of protein is the thermic effect of protein. It actually requires more calories for your body to digest protein. So if you eat a piece of protein, your body actually burns more calories just digesting that than it would any of the other carbs or fats, the other two macronutrients. Other things to know about protein is how much. A lot of people ask, how much protein should I be eating? And it is dependent on each person, but there's a ratio we can give you. 0.6 grams to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight is ideal for building or maintaining muscle. Now, anything above 1 gram, all the studies show is not necessary to continue to maintain that muscle or to build that muscle, but certainly 0.6 grams to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So, to be specific and easy numbers here, if you weigh 150 pounds, you're between 100 and 150 grams of protein per day. Now, to help you visualize how many grams of protein are in different pieces of food, a regular protein bar is going to have about 20 grams of protein, and a regular protein shake is going to be the same, 20 grams. A piece of chicken breast might be between 20 and 30 grams of protein, depending on how big that is. Something like one egg is going to have between 6 and 7 grams of protein. So those are just a few different foods, common foods that people eat all the time, that are going to give you a good idea of how much protein is in each of the foods. Now, protein timing. This is another thing people ask all the time. Should I be having my protein right after my workout? Is that important? What are the best times to be eating my protein throughout the day? Now, great questions to be asking. Protein timing does not matter as far as muscle building and muscle maintenance is concerned. Now, there are a few reasons why people do bring up the protein timing. And one is a lot of people, most people in the general public, are not eating enough protein throughout their day. So a coach might give a fake or false reason, they're lying to the person, to get them to eat more protein. They might say, hey, you should definitely have your protein shake right after you work out. And it might be a good technique just to trick the client into eating more protein, because they might be nutritionally deficient. They might be nutritionally deficient in protein and require more protein in their day. So that would be one reason why we would tell somebody to eat the protein right after the workout. But it is not necessary as far as your body using that protein as a source of building muscle from that workout's stress load. So essentially, if you work out and then eat a protein right after, that protein does not help you in recovery or building the muscle that you just damaged in the workout. In fact, it's the protein that you ate the day before or in the previous meals beforehand that is going to determine your muscle recovery and help you with that muscle recovery. Now, there's another thing with protein spacing. To optimize, to get the very most out of your protein and your muscle building effects, we want to maximize your protein muscle synthesis, which is building muscle. And you have about 4 to 5 windows of muscle protein synthesis to occur each day. So 4 to 5 meals a day spread out every 4 or 5 hours would be perfect protein spacing. And somewhere again between 20 and 40 grams of protein per meal based on how big you are. If you're a larger individual, 200 pounds or more, you might need the 40 grams per meal of protein to meet your muscle building needs. However, if you're a smaller individual, someone who's 100 pounds, 150 pounds, I'm just generalizing here with those weight ranges, you might only need, a 20-gram protein meal or less, depending on you. There's one other thing to understand when it comes to protein, and that's the protein quality. How high of quality of protein are we getting? So to give you an example of poor quality and high quality, I'm going to give you two examples. A very high quality or a high source of protein would be, say, like a grass-fed beef steak, like something. I mean, this is very clean, the grass-fed, or it's organic, and then it's steak. So we're knowing it's an animal product straight from the source. You're getting a ton of nutrients, a ton of amino acid profile, all the essential amino acids in that piece of steak. That's a high quality, high source of quality protein. A low quality source of protein would be something like a really cheap whey protein, or an off brand of, it might not even be whey. It could just be a different brand. I'm not using the right word, a different type of protein. Whey is only one type. I'm not an expert in the protein powder brand, but whey is the most readily available to turn into helping you build muscle right away. So whey is definitely at the top. And then there's some other benefits to the other protein powders. There's some studies of casein being better at nighttime for sleeping. But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to help you understand a high quality source of protein and a low source of protein, maybe beef being over here. Again, grass-fed, whole grain type of meat, that would be high quality. And then a low quality would be again that processed protein. So I mean, protein powders, protein shakes at a store, or even protein bars, they're going to be very ground up, right? The protein, the processes, so it's processed food, lower quality. Now, why does it matter? Does it matter as far as getting your protein in? Not necessarily. Now, if you're under eating your protein, you're not getting in a lot, that is when protein quality does matter. A high quality protein is going to be your best source if you're under eating your protein. If you don't get much in, try to make sure it's a high quality protein source. Do your research, make sure it's got a full amino acid profile, reach out to the company that's selling it, ask them for more details. That's if you're under eating protein. Now, if you're hitting your protein targets and hitting your protein marks, there's no need for it to be high quality. It can actually be the lowest quality on the market, and you're going to be just fine as far as you're building muscle and burning the body fat. So low quality protein is fine as long as you're hitting your protein intake. High quality matters more if you're not hitting your protein intake. Last thing I'm going to say about protein is, if you are not digesting it well, then it's not even worth it. Okay. Messing up your gut or causing internal inflammation in your stomach, giving you upset stomach, giving you any kind of indigestion is not worth getting that protein from that source. So if you're trying to, get these protein powders or these protein bars and they're causing a lot of gas, causing a lot of distress in the stomach, it's not worth you actually pursuing the extra protein from that source. Try to get it from a different source. So that's another thing. How agreeable is the protein for you? A lot of people have no problem with whey protein, but there are a few who have to switch to a plant-based protein, and it's the only thing that agrees with their gut, to their stomach. So that's something to keep in consideration as well. Hey, if you got questions about protein, I'll do my best to answer them. Again, I'm not an expert, but I do know a lot about this subject, and I am very confident answering the questions to the best of my ability and referring you to other people when I don't know the answer. But again, if you have questions about protein, leave them in the comment section below. Message me on Instagram at fulltraineraccess.com, and I will see you guys in the next video.